Recording in progress.
Okay, thank you guys for joining us for tonight's post-game press conference after tonight's game against FC Dallas. We'll start with some live questions here with head coach and sporting director Bruce Arena. First question, Jeff Carlisle, ESPN.
Bruce, how frustrating is that result tonight, given that you twice came back from a goal down and only to lose it at the end?
Yeah, last two games we positioned ourselves to walk off the field with a point and failed to, finish up the games properly. Obviously, you can question whether there was a foul in that play that led to the third goal and other things. I think the use of VAR has been very poor. So I would like to see it on a couple of plays tonight. But the fact that we spent all that time on Benji's yellow card and then they don't go to VAR on a couple of other players is it's confusing to everyone. Really, it's. But listen, give Dallas credit. They played really hard. We did our best to give the game away by giving away goals at the start of both halves, and missing a penalty kick. So we can't point fingers at VAR. And that's part of it. You got to accept it.
Next question. Go ahead, Eric.
Coach, the last two games, obviously, this late, you've seen some defeats that you definitely agree shouldn't have come down to the final minute or so. But the earlier parts of the games, the last couple of games, have really seen the opponents kind of sneak in a couple minutes into the game and score early, which is a little out of character for this team, but it's happened nonetheless the last couple of
Well,
games.
Seattle game we scored early.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
right.
But would you say that the early lineups by the team are just as critical as the goals that have been given up in the final?
Yes,
couple minutes?
completely. I mean, tonight's game was conceding 2 goals in the beginning each half. What more can you say? I'm in agreement on that for today's game. It wasn't the case in Seattle, but it was certainly tonight.
Next question. Marco.
Bruce, how good is it to see Roberts get some redemption on his goal after kind of leaving Musa open on that second goal there for them?
Yeah, if you want to call it that, he's played enough. He's got to be better. But give Musa credit. Very good play by Musa and good finish.
Bruce, at the start of the season, you guys were clean sheet after clean sheet, right? I mean, what's changed here recently? Just from your
The other teams have scored goals. We've obviously made some mistakes along the way. We're going to, at times, pay the price for having some young, inexperienced players, and hopefully they learn from some of these mistakes. Bo had, I thought, a good night tonight, but, gave away the ball for the first goal, misses a penalty kick, but, he'll learn from that and he'll be better for it. He's been a very good player for us, so I'm not being critical of him at all.
Go ahead, Mike.
Coach, that's what I was going to ask you. At halftime, did you mention the missed opportunity with the penalty kick, or did you just give the goalkeeper credit for making
No,
that
we
save?
didn't mention a penalty kick at all. What's the point of that? What are we going to learn from that? We talked about coming out the right way to start of the second half. So you see how they listen.
Good, Rob.
Were you given any indication from the referees about that call at the end, or the lack of the call at the end, from the fourth official or anyone?
No, it's I have even in Seattle. I'm trying to remember the play now for VAR, but it's amazing to me that they would spend all that time on that Kakani foul and not spend time on the play that led to the third goal or the handball in the penalty area previous to that. So I am completely confused by it. They gave no reason really. I mean, what can you say?
Any other questions? Brando.
Yes, Coach. My question is for the goalkeeper, Daniel. What are your thoughts on his performance for this game, despite the results?
He's played well. He's had a good season.
What was your message to the group?
Hmm?
What was your message to the group?
Oh, pretty much what I said here. You know, about the mistakes we've made in the last two games. We should have walked off the field. You know, we're 90 minutes into both games. You know, I might be off a little. I think Seattle might have scored in the 89th minute, but we're at the end of both games where we have a point, and we lock it down. We walk up the field with a point in both games, and you know, that's how a good, experienced team deals with both of these games, and we failed to do that.
Okay, Eric, last one.
Coach, with 2 road games left, aside from getting healthy and resting up, what is the most critical part that you see that is a must between now and the next 2 games to either clean up or just execute a little more sharply?
Well, just the things we just talked about now, but you know, we'll worry about that stuff tomorrow. It's you know, it's been a I think the scheduling is not good in the league, where at the end we load up these games. You could see tonight, I think LAFC lost, Vancouver lost, Seattle lost. You know, teams are tired with the midweek games and travel. We don't have the rosters in this league to do that. It's difficult, so the quality goes down. You know, I think if they wanted to get in, whatever it is, 15 games before the World Cup break, we had 3 months previous to this where we could have played some midweek games instead of loading everything up at the end. And obviously, this last week we happen to have an Open Cup game and all, but I think you know, we can schedule a little bit better as well.